Welcome back. It's a post-match pint here from the Corinthian in Glasgow after Celtic 2, Cluj 0. I'm joined as usual by Ryan, and Scott's making a comeback after a few weeks at injury layoff, mate.
Long-awaited comeback. Don't worry about it. Plenty saved up.
Right, 2-0 tonight, boys. Top of Europa League Group E, 4 points out of 6. What did you make of that?
Brilliant performance. Resolute in defence. High press. Good pressure for the off. I think the standout performance who we discussed on Saturday just weren't at the races. Were bang at it today. Christie, Edward, Forrest played exceptionally well. Yunusi had a good outing. Scott Brown was phenomenal in the middle of the park. Really made amends for what happened.
Did you think so?
I really thought he played exceptionally well in the middle of the park. I thought he did really well. I thought he was just Scott Brown. And I think I've said a lot of bad things about Scott Brown in the recent past, because I do think that he can't produce that sort of level of performance week in, week out anymore. But I thought he was really, really good today. And all round, cracking performance. Could have had way more goals. Big Julian should have had 3 in the first half.
Could have had a hat-trick, about 20 minutes.
Aye. And I think the short corners really worked for us in the first half. It seems that we can put a better ball into the box for outside the 18-yard box.
Interesting that to see us change it up, because we always, short corners are often criticised, but when we've been throwing balls in straight for corners for about years, 2-3 years now,
Can be the first man.
Shocking. So nice to see us change it up and actually get a bit of success with it.
So we did get some success, and Julian was really unlucky, unfortunately, with the first header, which went almost straight down the keeper's throat, and the keeper parried it out. And then again glanced at the top of the net. So really good performance, over the moon with the result, and top of the league 2 games in. Can't whack it.
Top of the group and top of the league, brilliant. Scott, what do you think of that tonight?
There's the distribution we were looking for, innit? That's what we should have done the first time around, because they were there for the taking. But that's a team that have beat Lazio, and Lazio tonight have went away and beat Rennes. So the group's wide open. We're sitting top, and not only us, but doubters, people I would have called doubters a month ago, are now talking about can Celtic go and win this group. So we're in a completely different position. But touching on the game, Julian should have had a hat-trick.
In the first half.
What's going on with that guy? He wins headers 9 times
We
out
were
of 10.
talking about it on Saturday. He only knows how to clear it.
Aye, exactly. Just got a mind for defending. I wanted to touch on Bolly as well, because you didn't, Ryan. You kind of stole my thunder. Everything I was going to say, you stole. So Bolly was superb, right?
Yeah.
The pace he's got to make that chip in for Edward's goal. Superb.
I thought it was gone.
I thought it was
I think
away,
every
so
day.
did
It
I.
was one of the balls. Turns out it's a great ball for McGregor into the left channel. But I thought the defender had it covered, or it was going to run out of the park. But how he got on the end, I'll never know.
He's lightning quick, and his tenacity is superb. Do you know one thing he needs to improve on though? And I hope that Neil Lennon coaches this into him. He's very risky, so we didn't really do much defending tonight. But when he has to defend, and his man's peeling off him and trying to make a break for the byline, his decision is always, I'm going to try and cut the passing lane. So he lets the man go, he knows he's going, and he's just watching the man with the ball to try and cut the passing lane. So
he gets sucked in a wee bit.
So he's got so much confidence in his own pace that he's like, I'll let him get a head start, and if I can't cut the passing lane, I'll get back to him. And I mean, maybe that'll work for you in SPL, and it's not caught him out yet, really, but that's something I would be apprehensive about if I was coach. But apart from that, a great performance. Was that goal offside, by the way?
I don't know.
I've not seen it back.
It was up my end.
Wasn't it my end?
And I don't know. I had a moment where I thought it's one each.
Well, we'll take it that it was offside, but if it
Haven't seen it
wasn't ruled offside, that's just the kind of goal that's the only kind of goal they were going to get. They didn't really threaten us, and I feel that it was all through the middle of the park. Scott Brown, unbelievable. Callum McGregor just went about his business, wasn't he? And this is what I don't. I feel that Callum McGregor can sometimes get a hard time, because his job, he does it so well. He does it so well. He does all the basics and never makes a mistake. It's like, see if he's an off game, it's so obvious, because you're like, I never really think about Callum McGregor. He just goes about his business, doesn't do anything fancy. He just tidies things up, lets the play go on, and that's so important for us. Something you can't. Everybody can't be a flair player. Everybody can't be a crunching centre back. So. He was superb tonight as well.
What I wanted to touch on there was, you said Cluj didn't really create too many chances. We didn't give them too many chances, but I thought there was a couple of times in the first half, particularly, where we were we looked a little bit lax in the defensive transition. Like, there was a couple of balls up the park where you thought, where are we here? It was 2v2. I think it was Omrani and Rondon up front. I think Rondon nutmegged Julian and he's one-on-one and he goes down. I think he might have. There was a wee moment where I thought this could be a penalty because I think whoever was trying to back up Julian dangled a leg in and then he went by him, nutmegged Julian and then went down and it was a dive. But there's a couple of the wee moments in the game where I thought we just looked a wee bit vulnerable because we were pressing them high and we did have them really under pressure, but when they were getting out and they were getting the ball clear, and we know they love to play balls into the channels, we've seen it a lot when we played them in the Champions League qualifiers, and I just thought there was a couple of times where we looked a wee bit vulnerable defensively. Just in terms of numbers, they didn't really have too many glaring chances, but I just thought there was a couple of wee lax moments, but having the natural defenders in there meant that we had it under control eventually.
Aye, and I'll say it again, like it was a resolute performance defensively. They didn't do a great deal, but there was a couple of times where they maybe got, particularly in the second half, where they come down the right hand side and like kind of come in past El Hamed and got a cracking shot away, and Big Foster did phenomenal to get a strong hand to it and put it. It actually went out towards the throw-in. So you got a cracking strong hand to it. They offered little, but when they did, it did look like they maybe could create something from it. I think that we did really well to handle it. I think Ayer and Julian are growing as a partnership, as a centre-half pairing. I think that's nice to see. I think across the match, I don't think that they didn't look like they were going to take the game. They didn't look like they were going to win. They didn't look like they were going to kind of threaten us to the point where we were really going to have to hang on for our life. Maybe that goal, if it was up the other side of the pitch for me, so I couldn't tell if it was offside or not. But if they get that one, does it change the game? I don't think so, because I don't think they were that strong.
I don't know. It'd have been interesting to see. Not something we'd have wanted to see, but I think if they'd have made something one of the wee moments, then there maybe could have been a tougher game in there for us, Scott. Another player I want to touch on tonight was Mohamed El Yunusi. He came back in. We went to two natural wingers, and Cham went back to the bench. And we might not be seeing El Yunusi's best technical level yet. He might not be able to produce his highest technical level yet. And he got his goal tonight. Took a wee nick on the way through that took it in. But all you want to see from any player is work rate. And I thought El Yunusi worked his socks off, and he deserved his goal. If it gets the nick, he deserved it, because I thought defensively he was brilliant. He actually started the move for his own goal by winning the ball back in his own half. And I think he played a great ball into the channel for Forest. And then it ends up back at him on the edge of the box. I just thought he was tireless. And Christie's another one who obviously sets the pace, sets the tempo for us in terms of pressing. But I thought El Yunusi worked so hard, and it's brilliant to see that, because we know that he's a winger coming for the Premier League, and everybody's looking for flair and dribbling ability. But it's so vital for him to have that graft, put that work in. He's only on loan, but it's brilliant to see that he's got that work rate, and he put it in tonight. I was really impressed.
I agree with you, Paul. I think there's definitely a player in there, and I think we'll get to see much better performances from him throughout the season, because he's still in that period where you can't really judge a guy. He's settling into a new country and a new way of playing. So 100%, he's not at his best. He's not the guy I would put in the left wing off the bat if everyone's fit. But it doesn't mean that he won't become that, because, like you say, technically, I thought that his ball retention was as good as it could have been defensively. It was quite good. So see if you're not 100% confident and you really don't understand the system as well, like we saw with Bolingoli before. Now he's fully up to scratch and we can see a proper player. El Yunusi will be the same, but in that interim period between, I really need to learn this system and this culture and this team, to I know exactly what I'm doing. The in between, you need to see tenacity, you need to see 100% work rate. And we're seeing that, so I can't really ask for much more from him. Got a bit lucky with the goal, but I think there's definitely a player in there.
Ryan, what do you make of it, tonight?
I think he was much better, and again, I think we're still missing the final ball, or we're still missing the right pass, and we're still missing that technical aspect of the game, bringing it together. But the work rate was phenomenal. I thought him and Christie in the middle part were tireless, and I thought they chased down every ball. I thought that they were hungry and they pressed high and they worked for everything. So when he got his goal, I'd actually said at half time that he's still missing that final product. He's still missing. He's not making the right passing. He's not doing the right things technically in the pitch. But he was working really hard, and then to see him, like you said, there he started to move, and it was a phenomenal work. And see just the engine that he used to get down the park, and cracking that he gets the finish, and it did take a nick. It did get a deflection, but he did deserve it, and he was over the moon, just running right up to the dugout to celebrate with the boys. So
brilliant. So top of the group's got 4 points out of 6. I said at the start that will be Lazio having beaten Rennes at home tonight. 3, Cluj 3, Rennes 1. So we are top of the group, but all to play for, and Lazio at home next. So the group's wide open.
It's wide open, which is really good. I mean, usually you come into a group like this and you would assume that Lazio would just storm it, and they're guaranteed first, and we just need to fight for second, but that's not really the case. So you can't really say that Cluj beat Lazio, so
it means
just
we
beat
should,
Cluj,
so
so we
means
should
we
beat
beat
Lazio.
Of course, not
Football is much more complex than that, but it gives us a bit more confidence, and that's something that I'm definitely seeing. I'm sure you both agree as well. Proper confidence in this side now. I know we've had a bad result the weekend, but last week, sorry, but to go away to Rennes, nobody's really hoping for much. Great result, 1 each. Tonight, under not a bead of sweat, let's be honest. It was never really in doubt, I don't think. Really good performance, clean sheet as well, which is massive. I don't think anybody, did you have a clean sheet down prediction?
Possibly.
I don't
Possibly.
think
With Julian and Bolingoli in there, I thought we should have been more defensively assured in it than we were.
Aye. So, no, I think it's going really well, and I'm not going to predict that we're going to win the group, but I think we've got up there.
Aye. Ryan, we've seen match day 1 that Cluj got the better of Lazio in their own stadium, so we know that they've got a lot of quality, but it's there for us. We are top of the group, and we've got them at home first, so that's a huge game in the context of this group now, and we've got it in us, you'd think.
Massively, and anybody coming to Celtic Park, on our day we can beat anyone at Celtic Park, and when you look at what Cluj have done to Lazio, you've got to fancy that even though football is more complex than that, and it's not a case of we beat Cluj, we can beat Lazio, it's not that simple and straightforward, but you've got to fancy if we turn up on the night and we put in the performance that we've done tonight, if we can equal that level and press as high as we did and work as hard as we did, our work rate can see us past Lazio, and you've got to fancy us to take full points at home. Just given the start to the group, you've got to fancy us. Will we do it or not? I don't know. We can't say for certain because Lazio are a strong side. Rennes are a strong side. They've still to come. So you can't say for definite, but you've got to fancy us at this point that we can challenge up there and maybe win the group. So I'm confident now.
Aye, it's a great start, and I think we can see the differences now in how we're playing in Europe, Scott. If we don't seem to be getting, I know I've said in the defensive transition there was maybe a couple of lapses tonight where we ended up 2-on-2 and things like that, but even if you think back to the first game in Rennes, we didn't get into any sort of last-ditch stuff where it's usually chance after chance, and I think it's because of the way Neil Lennon set up the team. We're really happy to go long now. The defenders are clearing their lines whenever they need to. There's no emphasis on just try and play no matter what. The instruction clearly is do not get into trouble no matter what, and it seems to be helping us because we don't. Well, two group stage games in, we've never really been under any concerted spells of pressure for Rennes or from Cluj tonight.
It is working for us. And do you know what else is working for us? It didn't work. I think we tried it against Hibs. I don't know exactly why it didn't work against Hibs, but I saw similarities tonight compared to the Hibs game, and I'll tell you what it is. The speed that we can get up the park, Ryan, is unbelievable. We can go from our 18-yard line to their 18-yard line in 8 to 12 seconds. 2 to 3 passes. Under the old manager,
30 to 40 passes.
15 to 1,500 passes to get there. So, and it doesn't always work. Sometimes, if their midfield win the battle, they're going to be winning second balls, cutting passing lanes, and we're kind of caught short. But that kind of happened against Hibs. It was such a scrappy game, and both teams seemed to be trying to do the same thing, and it just kind of clashed, and it wasn't even good to watch. Tonight, our game plan was so much better than theirs, and the amount of chances we created was unbelievable. So I like it. I like it. It's good to watch as well. When it works, it's brilliant to watch.
On to Sunday, Ryan, away to Livingston. We only played there once last season. It was 0-0. It's a small, narrow pitch. It's a plastic surface. How many changes do you expect? Is there any changes you would like to see?
Following on for last week, I think we probably don't make changes. We're running into another international break, which we all hate, and we all know we hate. So we don't really have to watch players who are going to have to follow up on our game midweek next week, or in fact the next week. The guys who are going in international duty will go, but we have to think about putting as many points on the board as we can. Mm-hmm. Livingston's not an easy place to travel. Easter Road's not an easy place to travel for us of late, probably even historically. So going away to Livingston, I think we have to field the strongest team, and I think the 11 that are out there on the pitch tonight are the strongest 11 that we've got fit at the moment. So I think that's who we're going to see on Sunday. A
slip up on Saturday, Scott, means that we absolutely can't afford another one at Allenfield on Saturday, but having off the back of what Ryan's just said there, we didn't make any subs tonight. It took us to about the 84th minute to bring a sub on, and Johnny Hayes was first off the bench again. It was Hayes, and I think it was in Cham.
When he loves them.
That's right.
Was it Forrest and Christie that came off?
Yep.
So that means that there's a lot of minutes in the players' legs tonight, and I don't expect to see too many changes. But do you think maybe something I think might help us on Sunday, because we're going to need to move the ball quickly, because it's very easy to get dragged into a battle and to, I mean, if you go back to last season's game there, we could have been playing for a fortnight and we wouldn't have scored. So maybe Brown out and Cham in, move the ball a bit quicker through midfield, give Scott Brown a rest. He's played 90 minutes tonight, he's played really well, but we've got that option there with the depth of quality in midfield.
Would you know what I would also say? I'm going to suggest McGregor get a rest as well. When's the last time he got a rest?
Has
he ever had a rest?
He does need a rest, but we're not going to see both of them rested.
Right? Because he's still human. He's still human. It's a long season, Paul, right? It's a long season. And okay, I don't expect Neil Lennon to rest Brown and McGregor, but I would do it because they've both played a lot of minutes. And Scott Brown, I don't know how long he can continue to play these 50 games a year or whatever it is. So I would rest both of them. I think we've got enough strength there in the middle of the park to cover against a team like Livingston. So I think strength in the middle of the park, I think that's where the majority of the play is going to be. There's not going to be a huge amount of width because it's quite a small park. So that's what I would do, and probably keep Christie in there. I don't think that guy's fitness is.
He's phenomenal,
so unrivaled.
He's not giving a
unbelievable.
Shit.
He's a boy.
Minutes he plays.
Aye,
just saying.
I know he is good, so I think keep Christie in there. I think change the engine room.
Conceivably, we could see Brown and McGregor, despite the fact it will never happen because there's two absolutely key players for Neil Lennon. We could conceivably see a midfielder in Cham, Christie and Vogic. I don't think we will, but that option's there. That'll do us for tonight. Like the video, comment with your own thoughts below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We're on the road to 20,000. We're over 19 now, so if you watch all the time, and I know some of you do watch every week and you still haven't clicked subscribe, so if you can, that'd be amazing. Thank you to the people here at the Corinthian. They're always fantastic with us when we come in every week. So if you're in this area, come in for a pint or eat a nice dinner through there. Superb. Big man with sample
Loving a wee
food
club
earlier.
sandwich there.
Superb. So we'll see you tomorrow for the starting 11 prediction for the Livingston game, and you'll see how many changes I think Neil Lennon will make to the team. Thank you.
It's a good team to play for. It's a good team to